Hi, I'm Derek Mountfield and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. This is a bit of a quiet week. Obviously no games till next week. So we're coming into the last third of the season now. FA Cup quarter final. We sit 11th in the Premier League. What do we need? What do we need to get us, into Europe? How many games are we looking at? How many wins? 5th, 6th and 7th, I think they're all within a point of each other, 40, 41 points. So realistically, what would we need to get us into Europa League from the Premier League?
8 wins.
Yeah, I guess so.
8 wins out of 12.
I'd sooner just have 3 in the FA Cup.
Yeah. 8 wins out of 12 though. Really, are we really...
I reckon probably 7 wins. We're on 35 points. That'd give us 56. So 7 wins, 12 games, 2 draws, 3 defeats maybe. 58 points. 58 points would potentially get us there.
Is that really achievable?
Looking at the fixtures, I think it is. But looking at our team, no, it's not.
That's one of the big problems, isn't it? Premier League back-to-back wins once this season. That is the main issue, isn't it? Consistency. Getting consistency. If we wanted to get Europa League, realistically, you're talking... We'd have to go on a pretty decent run, wouldn't we? And that's something we haven't done. Don't get me wrong. In the first season, this is now, isn't it? Martinez kicked. This is where we kicked on.
Yeah.
Just around
7 wins on the run.
A little bit later around the quarter final, wasn't it, when we got beat the week before the quarter final, and then those 7 games. That's when we kicked on 7 in a row. We'd have to do something like that again, wouldn't we, to have any hopes?
We've got, when you look at the fixtures, we've got, like at home, Arsenal are gonna. West Ham are going to come and play. Arsenal will come and play and have a go. Southampton will come and play and have a go. So you'd like to think those 3 games, even though Arsenal, I think, will win the Premier League, but they're beatable and they're open, aren't they? So Everton kind of thrive against teams. Bournemouth are coming and they'll have a go.
Yeah.
So, they're like our home games where we haven't been very good. 4 of those games.
Yeah, we've got good.
And we've got Norwich, who are just a little bit rubbish, aren't they? So they're the 5 home games.
That's last game of the season, isn't it, Norwich?
But they're games that are all winnable. Away from home, we go to Old Trafford, got no fears whatsoever about Old Trafford. I think we can win there. Villa, we should be looking to put 5 past, but 1 will do me as long as we win the game. Yeah. We've got to go to Anfield, so if we could write that off right now, because basically, not because they're better than us, just because what's the point? Trying to think of away games here. We've still got to go to Leicester, which will be, that's their last game, which will be a horrible game. Yeah. But you're looking through them fixtures and think you can see wins.
Palace as well.
Palace will be, but they'll come at us. They'll come at us, and you don't know. It's near the end of the season. You don't know what you're going to get from there. So they're gonna have to come out and play, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I think Everton are at their best when teams come out and play. If teams come and sit like West Brom did last week, that's when we come unstuck. But I just look and think.
We're playing a lot of teams around us as well, aren't we?
Got to go to Sunderland as well.
Yeah, that'll be a difficult game. But we are playing Southampton, we are playing United, we are playing West Ham, Palace,
Watford.
Watford
will be a hard one.
Watford away will be a difficult game. They are all games around us. We can affect
what goes on
ourselves and them, so we can affect what.
Our next, we've got Villa away. So say we won and West Ham won. Then we've got West Ham on the Saturday, and there's 4 points between us at the moment. So we beat them. There's a point. Yeah. So we've clawed them back. So straight away you're in that. Then we play United. We beat United. We can make ourselves. We can put ourselves right.
It's amazing we've still got touching distance there, isn't it?
Definitely.
It just shows how mad the season's been that we're still.
That's the most frustrating thing, though, isn't that? Is the most frustrating thing. There don't even had to be a 20-30% increase in the way we've played this season, and we'd be right in the mix. We really would be in the mix, and I think that's definitely what just annoys people about the season now, especially when you see, I don't want to say, especially when you see teams like Leicester or Spurs being in there. They're in there because of they graft their asses off, something I'm not sure this Everton team knows how to do. But I think one of the things as well, I suppose, that has given it confidence in the last few games is the clean sheets. That's 4 in the last 5. Okay, West Brom was I'm hoping it was just a blip. It was a one chance that just happened to go in, but the clean sheets have definitely filled me with a little bit more confidence, and we seem to be defending a little bit better now. So maybe we can take that forward. Now, if that becomes less of a problem in people's minds, I think that's half the battle.
Yeah.
I think that's half the battle. That's sort of been the big thing with the goalkeeper, isn't it? If you eradicate that problem before it's even started, then psychologically it's just not an issue.
Yeah, because going into the ground, before like Robles came and going into the ground, you see Tim Howard and goal, you're like, we're going to concede here, and it was a foregone conclusion, wasn't it? And immediately they're on the back foot. The team are probably thinking the same thing. So when it changes, and we are keeping clean sheets, I know Martinez doesn't put much stock in them. It's not about keeping clean sheets, but if you don't concede, you don't get beat, and then you can go on to win. It's a platform to go, and you're never chasing the game. So yeah, I think that will stand us in good stead for the rest of the season, so long as it stays that way.
I think rightly or wrongly that was people's attitude with Howard. You know what I mean? It was just the fact that he wasn't playing well, and the manager seemed to almost want to lock horns with the fans over it, and it put everyone in a. Everyone was like, not everyone, because some people are still, you know, Tim Howard fans, but it made a majority of a fan base kind of on edge and ready. You're waiting for him to make the mistake so you can go, see, I told you. And that's once that creeps in, you know, crept in a bit with Distan, it's crept in a bit with different people, different players over the past. And I think now the fact that at the moment Robles is in and is doing okay, I think that, like you've said before, it's kind of took that focus away, so everyone else is calm. Yeah. So that doesn't then transcend itself onto the pitch and manifest itself on the pitch. It's the players aren't. They're not having to turn around and have a go at they can just do the jobs. Now, last week was grim against West Brom. I don't think we played well. People told me we played well. I didn't think we played well. I thought we had a lot of shots, but I don't think we played very well. We know that this Everton team can perform very, very well, you know, and one win can quickly become two, can quickly become three. We just need that boost. We need a good bit of shape, and we need the players like Lukaku, Barkley, you know, this Nias to make a bit of a difference. Lennon, Delafeu is going to get back in and affect the players.
But that's a really good list of players, though, isn't it? You know, automatically you're already saying
Bezos to come back.
You're looking at those players and you think, well, who's not fit at the moment, and you don't, you know. So Everton sending up birthday wishes to Tony Hibbert.
Oh, but there's
like he's a fan. But you know what I mean? Apart from him and Besic at the moment, there's no real injury problems as such. We've got a pretty strong team.
John Stones
is back on the bench now. Yeah. We've got a really strong bench, you know, and Besic will be back within the next couple of weeks. Probably be back for the Villa game.
He's back for Villa, didn't he?
So you're looking at that and you're thinking, God, there's a lot of competition there. Hopefully, again, shouldn't be expecting the likes of Osman and Kone to come off the bench now. You should be people fighting now to get in this team. Delafeu, you know, Morales, Nias has added another little thing there as well. Besic in the centre midfield. There's real competition.
Baines can't get in.
Baines at left back.
You know, that bench, without being too disrespectful to the likes of Leon Osman and that, there should be weeks when he doesn't even get in the 18. Because you've got players like Leighton Baines, you've got Mo Besic, you know, you've got
there's enough
Delafeu there, you've got
players.
Kevin Morales, Nias is there. You know, you're going through that team and looking, thinking, well, I'm going to say, you know, Brendan Galloway has had a decent season, hasn't he? He's not even on the bench at the moment, and you're looking, and those players, it should be a thing. Kone wasn't in the 18 at Bournemouth, so there should be weeks where you can't get into, if you can keep the majority of them fit, your bench then is you're looking at that bench and going, well, half of them could get in our team and we're our team a while ago, and that's how you measure that strength, and then that makes players who are playing look across the bench and think, I've got to perform here because he's waiting. You know, the centre halves look across now and John Stones is back on the bench. So you're thinking, like, all right, I've got to perform here.
Yeah,
you know, I've got to do well. If Lukaku has now been subbed and Nias has been put on now, if Nias starts banging a couple of goals in and putting himself about, then Ron might, I'd like to see them play together, but Ron might look and think, oh, I've got a bit of a threat here, or can we get them both in the side, you know, for these final 12 games. Pinar has been in and out. I'm not saying he's the answer, but he's been in and out. That left-hand side, Morales should be given a go at some stage. You know, so these are all players who can win your games, and, you know, Delafeu still in the top 3 assisters in the Premier League. He's not even in our team.
What's good is, as well, is it leaves no room for messing about, does he? You know, if he brings a Kone onto a game, he's going to be rightly criticised, and I think that's good that can be taken away from that, and you go, no, you've got a Morales there, you've got, you know, there's been times where, like, you look at the bench and go, actually we haven't got an option there, or have we got you know, he's going to have to fill in another position. It's great when you've got genuine players to play in those positions, and that gets rid of that issue. You you know, I don't think Kone, Osman, sadly Pina should be getting anywhere near the bench now. They just shouldn't be, not at the moment. Not while those players are fit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If those players are, you know, if they can maintain their fitness, they're all good players. You know, Baines gets back in, then Oviedo's a good sub because he can do two jobs. He can play left back, left midfield. You know, and that's what you need. You need those players who can do a couple of jobs. You know, who's to say Cleverley will stay in? You know, Bezic is back, or Nias might take Cleverley's place on the left. You know, certainly at Goodison, I want to see him starting with Lukaku. Yeah, I want to see us going after teams, because that's, for me, is the only way we're going to kick on. If we win 5 games of these next 12 and we finish 9th, you know, let's hope we win the FA Cup, but say we didn't, you know, say we got drawn against, you know, a tough side or whatever, and we got beat, you know, then we get to the end of the season, we finished 9th. You look back at the season and go, have we moved on? Have we progressed? Because, yeah, all right, we finished 11th last year, so you could go, place-wise, we've actually gone back up. Yeah. But you look and think, we were 5th 2 years ago, and before that, we were always the top 6, 7. How do we measure progress? Because we've got some really, really good players. How you measure progress is by making your team better. Away from home, we seem to have, this year especially, we seem to have found a way of playing that's very, very effective. I mean, we've lost 1 league game away from home, and we don't play away till March. So we're going into March with 1 defeat at Arsenal, and a game we should have got a draw out of. Lukaku hits the bar, Delafeu should score. You know,
powers for the goal
and
as well.
2 shocking goalkeeping mistakes for the 2 goals. So you'd look at that and go, well, away from home, he's done fantastically well this year, but at home we've had 6 defeats, and that's an embarrassment for the players we've got. And that, for me, that's the key that he's got to find, and he can find that in these next 12 games, you know, the next section of the season.
The problem is, as good as the bench is, it doesn't change anything on the pitch. He changes players like for like, so nothing ever changes, does it? So you're going at it with the same system, just maybe swap a player in different positions. He needs to use that bench smarter, and if it's not working, change the system. Put players
that's
in
his big
positions.
thing. His big thing. Like, he put Kone on.
That's what's going to hold
last week. He put Kone on. Right now, Kone's a centre forward, and we're getting beat 1-0. So when you think of it like that, like an outsider would look at it and go, "Oh, if he were just reading it, oh, Martinez is putting Kone on here because Everton, the one behind, they need a goal." But he puts him on and puts him on the left wing. Yeah. Then he doesn't stay on the left wing, but he doesn't even go up front. He just kind of becomes the playmaker, and he's probably the worst playmaker ever, isn't he? Because he just doesn't. He doesn't run. He's got nothing about him.
Eto role.
And Eto was a bad playmaker, wasn't he? He put 1 ball through to Morales once against Wolfsburg. Was it Wolfsburg or was it whoever it was, through the legs? I think it was Wolfsburg for the 4th goal. And it was, everyone went, "Oh my God, he's amazing." But if he had stuck Kone up alongside Rom and gone, like, we're going to a front, we're going a bit more direct, let's stretch the width, everyone would have gone, no complaints really there. Yeah. You put him on and put him on the left wing, and when you've got Morales there, or and you take Lennon off, who's worked hard or whatever, it causes big problems, and that's what you're saying. Yeah, there's players there, there's personnel there that you look and go, right, if we use him right, he could be affecting the game here. He doesn't just put him on, like when he took a right back off and puts a right back on, or things like that.
Yeah,
and you
it's
go,
like,
why took Oviedo off at right back and put Coleman on right back? For what reason? When we're getting beat, it's not because Oviedo's getting roasted. We're 2-1 down at home to Swansea. Yeah. Is your right back going to get you a goal, is he? Yeah. At Man City,
to be fair, he should have done.
Well, he should have done. But in general, you would have gone.
It's odd, isn't it?
It's that kind, and that for me, for a man in the first season whose substitutions were key to everything we achieved in that first season, for the last 18, 19 months, he's been rank with his subs.
It's been terrible.
It's been, and maybe that caller was right on the radio. Maybe in the first year, Martinez done all the subs, and then he got to the end of that first year and went, you know what, I just want to stand there looking amazing, giving it the finger when we score. Graham Jones, you sort the subs out, lad. And Graham Jones has gone, oh, why, aye, man, I'll sort it. I think he's a Geordie, isn't he? I'll sort it, mate. And the next minute, we've been rubbish.
A Geordie in a call centre, by the sounds of it. That's it, isn't it? The subs, that's it. It's all right having all the personnel, but if you don't know what to do with them, like he clearly hasn't done recently, then and it shouldn't always be like for like. It should be a little bit different. Whatever's going to win you the game. We've even suggested pushing centre forwards up in the last 5 minutes when you get
centre halves,
centre halves in the last 5 minutes. Whatever it takes to win a game.
We need, you know what we need though in the summer. We need we do need we need some different players, don't we? We seem to have loads of the same player.
Yeah.
And you need...
8 right wingers and 14 left backs.
It's mad though, isn't it? Because you don't... You know what I mean?
We'll be buying another promising left-sided centre-back.
No, hopefully.
Well, we're getting
Can't never have enough promising left-sided centre-backs.
We're getting Tarashay in, aren't we? So hopefully...
Who scored 2 today?
He's got 2 when, at the time of filming this video, and the game isn't over yet, so we could have got 3. But he might come in and affect something up there. But we need a couple of different elements. This Nias might be like Paolo wants you, mightn't he? As long as he doesn't start elbowing people.
Yeah.
I mean, he got dunk sent off earlier. I hate you, Paolo. But we do need some different type of players, and maybe it's like another centre midfield. Let's get another one.
Give us a point tally for the end of the season.
What I think we'll get, or what we'll need.
No, what you think we'll get.
What I think we'll get, I think we'll probably end up with about 53 points.
I'll go with that. Sounds about right to me.
18 more points. That's I think a 50% point return from what's available.
I'm going to go for...
I'd love us to say 58 because I think it is possible. I think we've got 7. We've got 12 games to go, and I think we could win 7 of them. I think we could win 4 home games and 3 away games. Yeah. You know, but
I'm going to go for 54.
Oh, points. Look at him. Do you remember you're there on the radio closest to 100 and you just let someone guess and he goes, I'll go one more.
I'll go 52 then.
There you go. The full spectrum.
I'll be honest with you. The other week, I was just praying we get 40. So on Saturday, you're saying 53. We've obviously got a bit better.
What have we got now?
We got 35. The thing is that, like you said before, bizarrely, we are still in touch with 5th place. With 4, what are we? 30, with 6 points behind 5th place. With 12 games to go and still to play them. So if we were to go to Old Trafford and Brian Oviedo them off, we'd be within 1 win of them, which is bizarre. And they just lost Rooney now till the mid-April. So, you know, unless like...
The annoying thing with them is that we're the only team that's made them look any good this year.
I know.
I think
Sorry, bring it right back down.
Just to sort of finish the I think what's annoying is, I think with 2 extra wins, we would have sat around the 6 to 8 mark all season. Yeah. And if you've been sitting 6 to 8 at this time of the season, you'd be looking at rubbing your hands, going quarterfinals of the cup. 6, it's literally a couple of wins. It's like last season, you go back and go, you look at the league table and go, 4 extra wins would have got us Europe last season. They are those fine margins.
The year before, that point Sally would have got a Champions League.
The year before. I know.
And the year after.
We win the league this year.
And after,
but that's what I'm saying. It is fine margins.
You've also got to look and think, West Brom are only 1 win behind us now, I think. And they're poor, aren't they? So that's the thing. We're still, as close as we are that way, we're still close, like 3 or 4. So we're right in the middle. But it is all within such a distance. We go to Villa and spank them. But don't forget, the other thing is by the time we go to Villa, a lot of teams have played again, haven't they? They play this weekend and we don't.
We'll have lost our game at Anfield, which won't mean nothing because it's a game at Anfield. So it doesn't really matter. So wherever we are come Monday is where we are come Monday, basically, whether if we'd had a game or not.
We'll take advantage of Aston Villa's tiredness from the weekend.
Better add.
Liverpool can put 6 past them. Surely we can put 2 past them.
2 past them. And concede 4. Right.
If we get beat 4-2 with Villa, there's gonna be hell to pay on camera.
You imagine the videos. Right. Tell us where you think Everton can finish this season. Are things looking up?
Of course they are.
4 clean sheets out of 5. We've played shite teams.
We've won 4 out of 5.
Tell us what you think in the comments. Where we finish. Give us a point tally. If you get it right,
Les will do more Tim Howard
look at the camera and give you a bit of blue steel. Telling you, man. This Zoolander, that kid. Right, tell us all those things in the comments and more. We're on Twitter, that's Toffee TV. We're on Facebook / Toffee TV EFC. I'm not even doing the full thing anymore. I'm just doing / Instagram Toffee TV 1 as well.
So you're giving it the out up there.
Well, we should have done that when he saved the pen.
So you guys busy getting kissed by McCarthy?
I was too busy. Yeah, all those things. Toffee TV. See you soon.